Hello there. I'm Dave Myers, and you're listening to Verse by Verse. Maybe you've heard this expression when little children get together to play. Mine. Ringing out loud and clear is this declaration that the toy you are trying to get is mine. My possession. It's mine. While diligent parents then go on to teach their children important lessons about not being selfish and how to share, the statement, mine, is something for us to consider. Does God ever say, mine? Well, in fact, He does, and it's about something you might not have guessed. It's not about selfish possession, keeping something for the self, but it's talking about respect of ownership. God, in His words, states that something is His property, and we would do well to respect that claim of ownership and treat His possession with care. We read that God calls the correct day of worship mine. Repeatedly in the Scripture, more than a dozen times, He calls His day My Sabbath. Not the Jews' Sabbath, but His Sabbath, God's Sabbath. He emphasized this importance at the time of the Exodus by informing the people of Israel that they were to remember the Sabbath. Why? To keep it holy. Only God can make something holy. And in this case, He made this day holy, this 24-hour period of time. When He created the Sabbath, as recorded back in Genesis, we are told that He blessed this special day and sanctified it. Sanctified means to set it apart as special or holy. So respecting this possession of God, His Sabbath day, is so important to God that He actually pronounced a curse upon Israel for disrespecting this holy time. That's what today's Scripture teaches us. Read it in Ezekiel 20, verses 23 and 24. Also, I raised my hand in an oath to those in the wilderness that I would scatter them among the Gentiles and disperse them throughout the countries. What? God raised His hand in a promise to bring punishment? Why would He do that? Why would God take such harsh action against Israel? Well, verse 24 tells us, because they had not executed my judgments, but had despised my statutes, profaned my Sabbaths, and their eyes were fixed on their fathers' idols. One of the things that really upset God is that Israel did not remember the Sabbath to keep it holy, but rather they profaned it. Profaned means they treated something as very irreverent or disrespectful. They treated something sacred, the Sabbath day, with disrespect and irreverence. Likewise, when we do not respect what God calls His, in this case, His holy Sabbath day, we disrespect God Himself. Well, no wonder in the New Testament Jesus said that He is, quote, Lord of the Sabbath in Mark 2:28. And Isaiah recorded the words of God saying, call the Sabbath a delight, the holy day of the Lord, honorable in Isaiah 58. So yes, when you remember the Sabbath, God's possession, from Friday sunset to Saturday sunset, and you keep it holy, you show your respect for God Himself.
Verse by Verse is a companion podcast to the Daily Bible Verse blog, which you can find on the Life, Hope, and Truth Learning Center. Check out the show notes for more.